Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly reading for September 2025. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I love doing monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other really fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and get right on into your reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so whatever comes up, comes up. Also, please do not try and force a message to fit your situation. If it doesn't resonate, it means it's probably just another message for another Scorpio. All right. Spiritual team, Untamed Elemental, what messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? Also, Scorpios, keep in mind, if you do happen to catch this video after September 2025, doesn't mean that the message isn't for you. If it hits, it hits. If you find this a year from now, a couple weeks from now, my readings tend to be pretty timeless. So don't give a whole lot of weight to the month of September 2025. Okay. All right. So first pull is from an oracle deck, and the first card you got was B. And the card at the bottom of the deck was River. I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook on these just because first of all, the meanings are so deep. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys everything you need from these cards. So give me 1 second. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with B. Often our life's momentum originates from the harsh pull of our fears rather than the magnetic pull of our dreams. When this happens, we succumb to our collective histories of limitation. B says that this is your time to express healthy defiance. Streamline your behavior to reflect where you're going, not where you've been. Sip sweetness from the flowers that speak directly to your heart rather than the ones you are drawn to by habit. And like B, you will be magically upheld on trajectory to success. Oh, I like that. All right, let's take a look at River. River appears when forgiveness is required. Whether someone deserves your forgiveness or not has no relevance. Your decision to forgive is a gift you give to yourself. Release the poison of resentment and move in the direction of your choosing. No one outside of yourself has the power to allay your joy. Often the most difficult person to forgive is oneself. This type of forgiveness requires special tenderness and care. Call upon River's unifying waters to wash away your misperceptions and forgive. Interesting. I feel like some of you guys are having trouble forgiving yourselves for some either situation or like aspect of yourself from the past. And I feel like this something has held a lot of you guys back in terms of like, I don't know, maybe you feel like you don't deserve something, or you feel like you're not good enough, or you feel like karma could come back to bite you in the butts. I don't really know. It's going to be different for every single Scorpio. And for some of you guys, this could have to deal with actually letting go of something that someone did to you in the past, which has also affected you potentially to this day. Whether that has knocked your self-confidence, your belief in yourself, your belief about the world, whatever the case is, I feel like you guys are definitely going through a mental shift of some kind where forgiveness is obviously necessary, and learning to leave the past behind is going to be really important for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what messages come up. Spiritual team, Black Tarot, what messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? There's a bunch. What messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we have the Ace of Knives, Two of Knives reversed. Think before you speak. Eight of Knives reversed. Daughter of Knives reversed. Yeah. What the heck? Three of Wands. It's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Father of Baskets. We have the Emperor. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Ten of Knives. We have the Hermit in reverse. Very interesting. A lot of you guys are... A lot of you guys are saying things that need to be said or have been held back for a very long time, whether that is forgiveness of yourselves, which I kind of see here with this Eight of Knives in reverse. Typically, the Eight of Knives, when it's like this, it's like we're stuck in our own mind. We have put these limitations on ourselves that don't allow us to grow and achieve the things that we want to achieve, right? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, this period of your lives in particular is learning a lot about the things that we say to ourselves that hurt ourselves, that prevent ourselves from growing, from achieving, and learning how to tell that little voice in the back of your head that says you can't do it or you're not worthy or whatever, to shut up. Essentially, learning how to catch those thoughts and those feelings, and not necessarily even diving into like where they come from, but just recognizing that we need to adjust that conversation we have with ourselves internally on a daily basis, and recognizing that we need to essentially change, start speaking positively to ourselves. Okay. For a lot of you, I feel like this has affected your ability to move forward or achieve something in particular with this Three of Wands, because I feel like this, on the other side of all of these other cards that came out in the reverse, just tells me that like you guys are breaking free in order to move forward. You're breaking free from patterns of beliefs, of self-talk, of whatever, so that you can move forward and pursue what it is that you want. Okay, you guys are on a journey of doing something extremely different. Let me give an example. Let's say you are someone who grew up in a family that prioritized like getting a very stable job. Let's say you grew up in a family of like nurses. Okay, so everyone is a nurse and you don't want to be a nurse, you want to be a streamer. Okay, like a Twitch streamer. And while it's terrifying for anybody to attempt to do that, because it takes a lot of luck, it also takes a very specific type of personality, someone who's willing to persevere, because things will not happen overnight. Those things are built over time, that following, that career trajectory, and can be very volatile. It can be very unstable and uncertain, especially just being someone in the public eye. Like you say one wrong thing, something can happen that can jeopardize your entire livelihood. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of opportunities for this particular career path to not work out. And I think it's possible that your family has made it very clear their stance and their views on that type of lifestyle or that type of career. And so it may have subconsciously latched onto you and thinking like, I can't do this because of X, Y, and Z, or I can't be successful at this because of X, Y, and Z. Now, that's just an example. It could be anything. Just take what resonates, the core of what it is that I'm trying to communicate here. A lot of you guys feel like possibly even something you've done in the past or said in the past has affected your ability to pursue a specific type of career or opportunity in life, whether that is romance, career, money, whatever. Okay. And ultimately, what I see here is that there has been a lot of growth. My Scorpios, which I'm not surprised about, but this Father of Baskets is far different than this Daughter of Knives in reverse. This is someone who's very compassionate, very caring, very stable emotionally, nurturing, intuitive. And then paired with the Emperor, like you guys are bosses. You guys are badasses. You guys can make things happen that other people can't really seem to achieve. You guys have a leadership quality to you. Whether that means you're like working by yourself as an entrepreneur, or if you are leading a team of people. Some of you guys could be looking into management positions and you regret not going to school to get your degree, and you think, well, how can I get into a management position without a degree? Something along those lines, where you feel like you don't have the same capabilities as other people, is kind of what I'm getting. Or you've done something to significantly like jeopardize opportunities for yourselves in the future. Okay. And Spirit is really just pointing to, again, learning how to persevere here with the Seven of Wands and the Hermit in reverse is not listening to the voices that are outside of ourselves and letting those impact the way that we feel about ourselves or our capabilities, and not listening to the people that say, no, you're not able to do that. It's finding that strength and that confidence in yourself to know that you are capable of achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. It's just about how you go about it and educating yourself on how to make that happen for you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It's pretty short and sweet reading for these first of the month readings, but if you want a bonus reading, I do that for the top 3 zodiac signs that engage with my content. So leave a like, leave a comment if you want a 2-for-1 reading that includes another general reading and a love reading. So you get 2 in 1, and that'll happen probably in the next couple of weeks. So yes, if you want that, let me know and engage somehow in this video. I'm going to go ahead and close out your reading with a couple of oracle decks and just see what final messages come up for you guys. So let's get into it. Spiritual team, ancestor, spirit, oracle, what additional messages do you have for the... Oh, there's 2 right there. Okay, for the Scorpio collective at this time. What messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? Okay, so we did have 2 cards that flipped out. We have go with the flow, let go, rest, and manifest. Yeah, so this is, to me, a way of learning how to relax and stop listening to that voice or that anxiety that tells you can't do it, or you have to go extra hard to prove yourself, and you have to do it this way, and blah, blah, blah. You don't have the tools to do it that way, so blah, 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 blah. This is spirit saying, no, get out of that feeling, and just go with the flow, like see what happens. Spirit wants you to succeed, I feel like. So spirit definitely wants you to take a less hustle culture approach to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, and really embrace feeling at peace and feeling at ease, because that's where I personally feel like manifestations work and manifest into reality a lot easier when you're at peace and you're not stressed and you're not whatever feeling that anxiety, if that makes sense. Feeling at peace is where beautiful manifestations come from, honestly. So if you can find that sense of peace and inner peace, I think that is definitely going to help moving forward with whatever it is that you are pursuing. We also have psychic strength that says shield, talismans, and gold light. And this card for me personally, it tells me that you guys are very powerful manifestors, but the problem with you letting other people dictate your life, whether that is society, your parents, or even yourself, your own self-sabotaging inner self, is that will also jeopardize your manifestations if you continue to listen to it and let it soak into your brain or seep into your brain. So you have to be very protective. Some of you guys will want to carry possibly some sort of like crystal that can help block out like psychic negativity. So like black tourmaline, smoky quartz, I think hematite is another good one. What else? Tourmaline, kyanite, and am I forgetting one? Tourmaline, obsidian. There we go. Okay, so all of like the darker colored, like black and very dark brown, can be very protective. I think tiger's eye is also a good one, but very dark colored crystals are really, really good for protection. And also something like celestite, more of like the blue colored stones, are really good for mental clarity and peace. Okay, so if you're looking for something to use to help aid, I'm not saying this is going to fix your entire life. You're also going to have to do the psychological work of untangling all of those negative things that you've learned over the course of your life. But that helps. These help. Like I love holding celestite because it helps me communicate clearly, helps me stay clear mentally and focused. I do have ADHD and I tend to ramble a lot. So whenever I'm doing something important, like if I have a job interview, I will have this in the palm of my hand, under the table or in my pocket, and just hold it and kind of fidget with it to help me stay focused and to help me be concise in terms of what I'm saying. I don't always have this in my hands when I'm doing readings, but I think I need to. Anyways, yeah, just some friendly advice. Definitely feel like you're in a vulnerable space right now mentally and psychically. So be really careful about who you surround yourself with, who you have conversations with, who you talk to about this stuff with. Make sure that you're really surrounding yourself with supportive people. Um, Realistic people are fine, just be really careful because sometimes they can also be negative. So just be aware of who you're sharing this information with, these goals, these dreams, and things like that, because that can really impact you guys right now. And finally, at the bottom of the deck, we have connect with past loved ones, sense, feel, and reconnect. Very interesting. So talk to your ancestors. If you guys work with or venerate your ancestors, I've found lately that talking to my ancestors about what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling, what I'm trying to achieve, honestly, when I feel like I don't have anyone else to talk to, has been really helpful. And honestly, they are probably your best support team when it comes to manifesting things. If you tell them, like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I want to do, I really would appreciate your help in making this happen. That's literally 95% of manifesting, in my opinion. Yes, it also starts with us internally, but getting your spiritual team on board is super helpful. Um, yeah, I think this is absolutely perfect for what it is that you guys are trying to do and trying to achieve. Let's go ahead and finish the reading with the tea leaf fortune cards. Spiritual team, tea leaf fortune cards. What final messages do you have for the Scorpio collective? What final messages do you have for the Scorpio collective? I do break this deck up into two pieces because it's super big. So I'm going to just see if anything comes out of the other half. There, jump in. My goodness. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We have so many cards. I think this is the most that's popped out for any of the signs I've read for so far. Okay, what do we have? We have Broken Ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So some of you guys could be leaving your job, or you've already left your job and to pursue whatever this is, or you've parted ways with a romantic partner of some kind recently. That could have been a significant turning point in whatever this is. What else do we have? We have the vase. You have a secret admirer, some of you. Okay. So maybe you guys have fans or followers, or you have someone that's interested in you romantically that you're not really aware of. What else? We have the month of June. Okay, the month of June could be really significant for some of you. Either this past June or this upcoming June could be really significant in your story. We also have the stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Okay, look at that. Some of you guys could be pursuing getting pregnant, or you have someone around you that could be announcing that they're pregnant. Or there's like a new business opportunity, a new career, something of that nature. And I did feel like a lot of you guys are probably entrepreneurs. I'm not going to lie. We have the cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are feeling dissatisfied with achieving the goals that you want to achieve, but also feeling held back by your own limiting beliefs, your own self-sabotaging behaviors, whatever was kind of taught to you growing up, or some things that you've just learned over time. We have teardrops, great personal sorrow. Yeah, and I do see that here with the 10 of knives and the 8 of knives in reverse. I feel like some of you guys have really struggled with whatever this is, not feeling like you belong or feeling like you resonate with your family, your friend group, society, whatever it is. And so I feel like this has been very heavy on you, very painful for you, because a lot of you guys are very different compared to the people around you. And so it feels like you are the one in the wrong, or like something is wrong with you, and that's not the case. We have the sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. I love this. I love this so much. What else? We have the finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Interesting. Have a problem either now or in the near future. I feel like this problem for a lot of you could be self-sabotaging behavior. So warning against being either overly critical of yourselves or, you know, doing things that sabotage your success because maybe you don't believe that you can be successful, so you give up, or you have a habit of starting things and not finishing them, something like that. That could really impact your success. So just be aware. Maybe really make sure that you are working through those behaviors, those patterns of thought, and things that typically hold you back. Okay, so that way you can be absolutely as successful as you possibly can. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. It could be a couple months from now. It could be almost a year from now with the June card coming out. This this type of stuff takes time. It takes progress. It takes consistency. So don't be upset with yourselves. Give yourselves that time, that space, and that grace to really develop as you need to be. Okay. Scorpios, that is what I'm seeing for you guys this month. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. And hey, maybe share this with another Scorpio if you feel like it would resonate for them. If you want to see more content from me, I am on TikTok and Instagram as well, and you can find my handles below in the description box. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys at the next reading. Until then, please take care of yourselves, all right? Bye.